Big news to share with you as Canada dumps tons of BTC. Ripple's got a huge rebranding and announcement. XRP price talk at the end, along with
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
And the intro we've all grown to love is back. But before we get into the crypto news, you know the deal. Your comments come first. You the viewer, yeah, you're most important. I brought you the news while on vacation. I had to take a few days off because I wanted to paint the studio. We're going to make some big changes here. LED signage, yes. Displays, yes. Your comments. Jeremy Touche dropped support on the channel. Thank you kindly, sir. Says choo choo. The Klaus train is back on track. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. All are welcome. That's right. Working our way to 40,000 right now at 38,531. Every sub helps. Thank you so much. Jeremy Trick supporting the channel as well. Mucho, thank you, kind sir. Trick says, good to see you back, Klaus. 50 to help with the neon light. Let's gonna have a good year. Yes, let's have a great year, everyone, this year. Yeah, there's gonna be some neon signs, maybe a little bit of choo-choo. Oh, no. I saved that for the end. Thank you, Trick. Kindly, greatly appreciate it. And by the way, with the sound, now that I have the backdrop off, you can kind of hear a little bit more bounce back of the sound. I'm going to have to bring in the sound deadening boards. Going to have to make some more changes. I'm loving it, everyone. Joe DeFrancesco, dropping support on the channel, says, thanks. Thank you kindly, sir, and you're very welcome. Love bringing you the news. Got good news with Ripple. Good news with XRP. Let's get into it. Bitcoin's in at 97,710. ETH is 2706. XRP at 277. Pretty much sideways last 24 hours. They got a good run up here over the last 36. Sweet pulling back just a little bit of softness here. Doge 27.5. A little softness in the meme market still. Overall, market's kind of holding its own. Most things down just a little bit over a percentage. Like I said, 38,531. Every sub counts. Breaking. National Bank of Canada dumps 1.3 million of BTC ETFs. What is going on? In a surprising turn of events, the National Bank of Canada has filed with the SEC to sell over 1.3 million worth of their shares on BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. Yes, everyone. Why are they selling? Are players getting out? Do the bigs think that Bitcoin is overcooked now, struggles at the 100,000, and that there's what, everyone? Room in the alt? The filing reveals the bank's intention to exercise a put option, effectively selling off a portion of its holdings. Ooh, this decision comes amidst backdrop of recent BTC ETF outflows. Yeah, I've shown you outflows in the charts, and don't worry, we're gonna have a little bit of number talk later. Don't worry, I got your backs, everyone. So yeah, National Canadian Bank getting rid of. Now let's go deep into the Ripple XRP ecosystem news. Okay, I want to hear from what you think. Okay, Ripple's website, no mention of CBDC sparks the XRP community. Yeah, basically they don't want to do it because Trump has said, yo, we're not fans of CBDCs. We don't want any of that action on our streets. We're not going to use money to control people. Golf clap. That is good. We don't want CBDCs because they can control you. Digital dollar, very different. But CBDCs, come on now. Come on now. And do you really want it coming from the Fed? I mean, just throwing it out there. You want it coming from the Fed? No, girlfriend. I'm talking about the Federal Reserve. Okay, so they rebranded. Their website's different. They got a little bit different look on the Twitter page. I get it, okay? Is this a move of desperation to garnish market share? Or are they rebranding because the whole CBDC thing was now a big no-no with the Trump administration? Here's Brad Garlinghouse. I recall pointing out more than once that this was inevitable, talking about the XRP ETF acknowledgement. Yeah, I shared that with you earlier today. I'll have that video linked at the end. But you got a rebranding. Brad's happy. Their website's got a different look to it. Okay, what are they focusing on? Payments, cross-border payments, digital asset custody, and stablecoins. Stablecoins big. We're going to get regs this year. Super easy touchdown. That is easy. That is an easy, that's like the tush push for those of you in the United States. Little Super Bowl reference right there. So stable coins, right? They're big into that. And maybe this is just a move of Ripple going, yo, this is where the money is. So it's not necessarily a rebranding of identity, maybe more of a focusing on certain parts of the segment that work. If you run a business, right? Let's pretend you and I are in a business. And let's pretend our business is maybe PSA cards. Okay, maybe you're really, really big into PSA Pokemon cards, right? See, I like Pokemon. Ooh, some rainbows, some ultra rares. We got trainer cards. We got full art, Japanese, right? Maybe you're big into that, okay? But what if all of a sudden Pokemon cards aren't selling and paying the bills anymore, but all of a sudden you notice your baseball slabs are selling? right? Like maybe it's baseball season. Don't you pivot and kind of go, okay, let's not put as many ads out for Pokemon. Let's put more ads out for baseball cards during baseball season. You see what I'm saying? Like, is this more of a pivot from Ripple, or are they trying to get the market excited about them? Let me know down below what you thought. Digital asset custody, cross-border payments, and stablecoins. There's 3 focal points. Yeah, CBDCs are out. Trump administration been very vocal about it. Makes total sense. All right, CBDC's bad. Ripple's rebranding indicates a shift towards cross-border payments and stablecoins. Yes, totally true. By the way, if you want to read about any of this here, it's all linked in the description below. Okay, so now let's take this a step further, okay? And don't worry, we're going to talk XRP price and market numbers. But I got to make up for the time lost. Remember, you, the viewer, matter most. That's why I got to bring you all this news. So we got to cram this quick, okay? This is like back in school where you had to like cram all night long. Yeah, for real. We've all done it. SEC may pause multiple lawsuits awaiting regulatory clarity. Okay, so we've gotten the news from Binance, right? They're taking a pause. The SEC thing with Coinbase now is in the appeals court. The Ripple thing is in the appeals court. So you have a whole bunch of change happening. And what's happening is the rules and regs here in the United States are evolving fast. So fast that these courts are like, yo, okay. We got big changes coming down the pipe. Should we really be dealing with these old cases and wasting money, time, and effort and lawyers' fees and all this stuff and taxpayers' dollars on there, knowing that now we're going to have new regs that are completely undo this? Very similar happened when we had the states' rights with cannabis out here in the United States, okay? When the states started getting rights, dude, like court cases that were getting up close to when they legalized it in those states, they would start throwing those cases out because the laws were changing. And some states were very proactive about it, others waited obviously to the last moment, but some states were very proactive and they were like, yo, these laws are changing, we're not going to go after you. When states decriminalize stuff, it's the same thing. They're like, yo, we're not going to go after a certain segment of you because the law is going to change. Why waste resources? That's what you're seeing right now, okay? And with the Binance thing, both sides decided to pause because, and this is the best part, the SEC reached out to Binance. Yeah, the SEC reached out to Binance and was like, yo, stuff's changing really quickly here, and because of that, let's just put things on pause and not waste effort anymore. And that's what you're seeing. So now you got the Binance stuff done, you got the Coinbase stuff done. What's the similarity you notice with that? Right? Exchanges, right? The Ripple case is in a pause. We need to start seeing if this is going to now start going over into the individual crypto part of this. We've already seen some exchanges, right, with the flexing right there. Now we need to see the individual products, right? The actual individual case. Because there's a whole bunch of them. It's not just Ripple versus the SEC. The SEC is going after a whole ton of companies. So as long as it's not fraud, which this case here isn't, guess what? It should be good to go, right? So you're seeing the regulatory environment change. Now, what you're also seeing is, yes, night mode. And I love it having the studio back. I just don't like that now that I took down the backdrops and stuff, that my walls are echoing. I took down, there's like no like wall decorations like at all on here. So like it's bouncing sound. So I'm going to get that fixed here in the next couple days. Lots of cool changes. You're really going to like the setup. Okay, back to the numbers. Altcoin season. No, it's Bitcoin season. Bitcoin dominant season right now at 38 out of 100. Fear and greed, we're sitting at 41. So we're really soft on the market right now, which is okay, because if we're soft at the market right now in terms of fear and greed, you're sitting here going, okay, so we're soft at XRP at 277, SWE at 342, Doge at 27.5. Okay, I think we're all cool with that. So we're kind of taking that into perspective, that right now we're kind of at that holding pattern. But remember, there's a lot of greed built into the crypto market and a lot of crazy expectations. So when those expectations don't materialize, that's where we're seeing that bit of softness, right? People's anticipation for the moonshot all the time. This is going to take time to work through this stuff and through all the regs. Now let's go to XRP specific. And again, loving the dark mode. Comment down below if you're feeling the vibes. I like looking at the 7-day because the 7-day talks about the whole bottom out that we talked about. Remember when I was in Guatemala and I was like, yo, this point right here seemed to be the point where we tried it twice. We couldn't go any lower, and then we started bringing those lows up from there, and then look what happens, right? We got the move that we were anticipating. A good 15% move on this action. Now, for the month, we're still down 16%, but remember, that was when there was extreme greed up here, and that's in particular to XRP being fairly overbought at that time, and then all of a sudden we saw what happened correction-wise Sunday Bloody Sunday. So now, we're a week and a half past Sunday Bloody Sunday. This is freaking awesome. Market's looking very good. We're almost 2 weeks now past Sunday Bloody Sunday. Market's looking way healthier. We're getting the bump ups with XRP. We're getting the ETF acknowledgement, which is great. And we know they're going to be buying XRP directly from the exchanges, which helps us all. You got some crazy news here with the National Bank of Canada dumping some BTC ETF Ripple's a rebranding, and I'm back, baby. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Oh, just got another one. We're on our way to 40,000, everyone. So all in all, very good news. And what's really cool about this is we're still seeing lots of good price action into the weekend. And the weekend used to be really boring. Now, don't get me wrong. The volume still comes down on all these weekends. But a lot of cool stuff happens. It seems like the news cycle out there in crypto have really garnered a bit more attention. It's not just the flexing of crypto power-wise with the elections and how they went, but like even the news cycle now, crypto's starting to get more coverage. You're starting to see it more in mainstream media. I don't know if that's a good thing. Let's be real here. But you're seeing crypto mentions everywhere. And articles that are coming out are having a bit more pull, right? Because the crypto market seems to have a bit more staying power. So this is a really good sign for all of us. Now, in terms of the SEC, I know what we're all waiting for. And trust me, I'm waiting for it too. But we got to look at this and go, hey, all right, they've already started kind of pulling back on several things. We know the regs are changing. Remember, the 22nd of February is when we get the actual, what are the current regs right now to be used in the crypto market. So once we get clarity on that, that could open the floodgate of a whole bunch of other SEC cases just being nixed, which is great. Big changes we're making in the studio. Don't worry, I don't think the bike is going to sit there. I just have that there for now because I was painting on the one wall over here, and I didn't want my road bike to get all gross. But yeah, we're going to be doing some major changes, LEDs, PSAs, cool eye candy for y'all, and we're also going to be doing a whole bunch more shorts. So again, trying to do what's best for you, the customer. I'll catch you cool cats later. And as always, what? Choo-choo bitches is what?